I thought I'd take this opportunity just to briefly share with you, first of all, my journey of how I ended up at the Brook, and also why equine welfare matters. So many of you may have noticed through talking to me tonight or right now that I don't have the same accent as some of my colleagues from the UK office. I'm from Michigan. I'm a Michigan girl. And I heard about the Brook in 2005 when I was working on a project in Brazil for cart horse welfare. And the day I heard about the Brook is the day I said, all right, that's where I have to be. It's just got to happen. So what do I need to do to get there? So I took every class that I could, and I did every work experience I could to equip myself to be part of the team and to bring something valuable to the Brook team. I completed my Master's of Science degree in focusing on animal welfare from Michigan State University with a specialization in international development and social science. And shortly thereafter, a job opportunity opened up and I moved from the US to London to join the team. I've been with the Brook a little over 2 years now, and my role is really about supporting our 11 country programs in the work that they do on the ground with communities to improve human behaviors and attitudes towards animals. I think, to me, the thing I loved about the Brook from day one when I heard about them is that it's not just about improving welfare today, it's tomorrow and the day after and for years to come. It's about working with the local service providers and the local decision makers and the local communities who have been there long before we arrive and who will be there every day after that we leave, and to be able to actually say that we can come to a community, work with the community, see these positive changes, and then walk away knowing that that will continue because of the way that we've been able to work with the local people is a really wonderful thing. Last November, I was with our local team in Pakistan, and I was visiting a community that the team there is preparing to exit from this year. They've been working there a few years now. They've seen some really great changes, and they've set up some good systems. So I was looking around and I was seeing that in this community meeting there were local service providers there who not only had been trained by the Brook and previously before that had had no formal training in treating equids, but they were trained by the Brook, and now they were connected with the community. So they had a whole community of people who were now calling them when they had issues with their animals, and they were able to recognize the issues with their animals because of the work the Brook had done with them. On top of that, the owners were telling me about the changes they'd made to the feeding practices and to the wound management practices, and I was looking around and I was seeing healthy working animals. I then saw a farrier that they had trained. He was trimming and shoeing some horses, and he had been trained by the Brook, and he had changed the way that he had done his work. And the community were willing to pay for that service and appreciated the quality of that service. The best part, I think, was later on we were just kind of wandering around, talking to owners, looking at the animals, and the animals started kind of acting up a bit. The donkeys were kind of getting into it a little bit. And in most communities where it's early on or we haven't started working there yet, I kind of brace myself because I know what's going to happen. Someone's going to get hit, and I don't know what to do. Do you say something? What do you do? How do you handle this? And the owners ran over, and as I was bracing myself, they start scratching and patting, just as they're talking to me, scratching and patting the animal and just loving on the animal. And I thought, how great is this, that it's like there's all these local services now that the quality has improved, these people have access to them, the animals' conditions have improved, and the relationship between the owner and the animal is very clearly a strong relationship. And I think this is why I'm so proud to be a part of the Brook, and why I'm just so proud that now in my home country we have Brook USA, and I'm really happy that everybody here is supporting us today by being here. So, thank you.